I'm Jennifer Snass, you're watching News 24 Live. It's one of my favorite shows, a show where I get to taste rum and eat chocolate. I'm joined in studio by Bradley Jacobs. Now, he's the regional brand ambassador for Ron Zacapa Rum, and he's going to tell me why all of these delicious chocolates here on the table are going to go perfectly with this wonderful drink we have. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, I'm very good now that you're
Awesome.
here.
I did generally have that effect. I'm joking.
All right, so we have this Ron Zacapa rum. It's originally from Guatemala.
Yeah.
Why should South Africans be drinking this over South Africa?
This is an amazing rum. I always say that in South Africa, especially our markets, become so accustomed to drinking rum with Coke. This is an amazing sipping rum. So it can be enjoyed as we're going to taste it today. Just a little bit of water on ice, and obviously tailored it to however you basically prefer.
Okay, well, I'm not a regular rum drinker, so why don't you talk me through how we're going to taste this?
Exactly, no problem. So what we're going to do today is obviously take a little bit of the glass like this, have it coat the side of your little
Like this?
tumbler.
All right.
We don't necessarily want to give it a heavy swirl. What the
Okay.
swirl will do is irritate a little bit of alcohols in high spirits, and essentially when you nose it, it will give you a strong sort of alcoholic tone. What you want to do is sort of let it coat the glass, open your mouth ever so slightly like this, and give it a bit of a nose. With the mouth open, basically, it's like you're going
You almost feel it go in
Yeah.
and linger
So
at the
there's-
back and then
there's
come out.
two great reasons for doing this. One of the reasons is obviously it's like going home after an excessively hot day outside. You open two windows in your apartment and you find this beautiful breeze blowing through.
I love that breeze.
Yeah, amazing breeze. So what happens is with your mouth open, you create that sort of airflow. It softens a bit of the alcoholic tone and brings sort of to the forefront all the natural, beautiful flavors that has Ron Zacapa.
All right, well, should we
Cool.
give it a go?
So no problem. So basically, what you want to do is obviously let it coat. Open your mouth ever so slightly. Give a slight nose. Initially, what it reminds me of is my mom's Christmas cake. And I always say,
Oh,
whenever you nose or taste a spirit or anything in life, you essentially associate it to a personal memory. So I ask myself two questions every time I nose and taste. That is, what time of the year does it remind me of, or what season of the year? The next question leads me directly to my flavor note, and that's why. Why does it remind me of that time or that season of the year? And when I nose this, it sends you straight back to my mom's kitchen Christmas
Yeah.
time. That beautiful raisiny characters, the dried fruits, that nutty marzipan layer, a bit of citrus notes coming through. Has an amazing sort of espresso backdrop, sort of wood shavings. It's amazing, amazing notes coming through. Off the
Just
Ron Zacapa.
making me want to snuggle up beside a fire.
That's exactly what it's sort of beautiful with. Sit down next to a fireplace, sort of sip it, enjoy it exactly like you enjoy fine whiskey or fine cognac.
All right.
That's the sort of the marketplace we play in with this beautiful sort of luxury rums.
So how do we taste this?
Okay, so now we give it a bit of a nose. What does it remind you of?
Well, now that you've put all these ideas in my head, it really reminds me of my mom's Christmas cake.
Oh,
It
awesome.
reminds me of winter. I'm from Canada, so it
Okay.
reminds me of the snow and sitting next to a fire and being very cozy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Takes you back at that place. Okay, so let's give it a little bit of a taste quickly. So on your palate, you find that beautiful, sweet, raisiny characters sort of coming out on the initial part of it. And with beautiful luxury spirits like Ron Zacapa is, what you find is it gives you a slight sort of burning sensation.
Yeah.
And in spirit terms, we term that the finish. But great finishes bring secondary and tertiary sort of flavors to your palate.
And it shouldn't burn too much.
It shouldn't.
And it doesn't.
It doesn't.
There
It's
we
an
go.
amazingly soft, delicate rum, and it's put together by the master blender called Lorena Velasquez. And when you taste it, you almost realize that no man could
A
possibly...
woman blender.
Yeah, so
Girl power.
No man could possibly put this beautifully delicate blend together. That's so soft.
You know, there's some men watching this video going like, why isn't he on our team? But I will gladly accept you onto our team for the duration of this video.